no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over, together we can dream in time. And nothing's gonna stop us having fun. So come on and sleep over.
I love to run. Always have. Helps me figure stuff out. And when your life is as weird as mine, there's plenty to figure out. Everyone has something that helps make sense of things. For me, it's doing laps. Some people get into horoscopes and fortune tellers, but that's not really for me. I've never believed in all that mumbo jumbo. Well, not until recently.
Set.
With the new moon rising, it's time for Gemini babes to face the music. And it ain't gonna be pretty. What a downer.
I can't believe you take that stuff seriously. Next you'll be reading Chinese tea leaves like my gran.
She can read leaves? I was kidding. It's just a bit of fun. Who knows if it means anything?
But you're gonna read me mine anyway, aren't you?
Uh-huh. Aries, listen up, Ram girl. Your ship is about to come in, and its precious cargo is the chance to travel and broaden your horizons. Now is the time you will triumph over adversity.
Yeah, right.
So feel the fear and do it anyway, because Mr. Right is sailing your way. Hello!
That stuff is gonna rot your brain.
The truth is out there, Kenny. So let go, control freak Aries woman, and open your heart to a whole new beginning. Why couldn't mine be that good?
That stuff is for losers.
Okay, so maybe Mr. Right isn't right here, right now. But if the stars say it's gonna happen, maybe it will.
I don't want to, Mr. Right. Look, none of these predictions are coming true.
Wanna bet?
Even one of these comes up, my Manchester United scarf is all yours.
You're that confident.
I'm that confident. And I was, but not for long. You know she's never on time.
Kenny, your father's got some very exciting news.
Are we late?
Is that the time?
This is so typically Molly. She was deliberately trying to miss the family meeting. Who could blame her? Me. You were deliberately trying to miss the family meeting.
Telling me why
All
don't
right,
you?
you two. As it happens, you're just in time for the announcement.
We're moving to Sydney.
You know those moments in life where everything just seems to stop? This was one of them.
Isn't it great? I've just been offered a new job.
It's a very prestigious position.
But all our friends are here.
You'll make new friends.
But this is our home.
We're doing this for you as much as us, Molly. It's time we got you away from the bad influences.
What bad influences?
Little did the parentals know that Molly was the bad influence. So as usual, Molly does a crime and I do the time. It's so completely unfair.
But we can't leave, we just can't.
Sorry, Molly, but we're moving Saturday week, so you better get used to the idea.
It's going to be great. You'll see.
So we don't even get a say?
You're always telling us how much you hate Crescent Bay.
Think of it as a fresh start, a chance to broaden your horizons.
A chance to broaden your horizons? That's what the horoscope said.
Could you just stop?
This Sydney thing had better mean separate rooms.
I'm not leaving. Fridge is on the verge of asking me out. I know it.
Fridge. Why would anyone want a guy called Fridge asking them out?
You're too young. You wouldn't understand.
What about the sleepover club? How am I going to tell the girls? And where am I going to find friends like that again?
It's not like there's any shortage of dumb girls in Sydney.
This is all your fault. If you hadn't been such a brat,
Don't fool yourself. This is about Dad's career. We're just a convenient excuse.
What's with the outrage? You hate living here.
I'm just worried about Gran. It's not like she even got a say about moving.
Since when do you care? I thought you hated looking after her.
I do.
What do you two do together anyway?
We We play mahjong at the community centre.
With little old ladies.
They treat me like an adult. Nobody else does.
That's almost cute.
Tell anyone and I'll kill you.
Thanks to you, we're moving to Sydney. So who am I going to tell?
It starts Saturday week. I just can't wait.
Mum and Andy got me the cutest sweatsuit. It's got these gorgeous pink panels on the side.
My dad reckons Michael should get to go to surf school too, to be fair.
What did you tell him?
That it's important for our development as individuals to have different interests.
Nice work.
Shame I can't do my photography assignment on our surfing. I'll have to make do with Kenny and athletics.
Ken, are you bringing your own board or are you renting one like us?
Actually, I'm not really up for it.
But it was your idea. There's no point if you don't come too.
Come on, it'll be fun.
The instructor looks exactly like Ryan Scott.
I'm just not up for it, okay?
All right, what's going on?
Don't you know already? Or haven't you consulted the staff today? I wanted to tell them about leaving,
Hey, Kenny.
but somehow saying it out loud made it kind of harder to face. I've got running.
Geez, sleepover at your house is gonna be fun if you're still this grumpy.
I don't know about tonight.
What do you mean you don't know?
You're still a member of this club, aren't you?
I'm going to be late.
Kenny!
Wait for me! You might be in a bad mood, but I've still got my photography assignment to do.
How's your time, Tam?
Huh? It took me a minute to realize Ryan Scott was actually speaking to me. That he could actually speak at all. I mean, none of us had ever had a conversation with Fliss's ideal guy.
You okay? You look a bit...
Just, getting my breath and racking my brain for something to say.
You've got good form. You could be a great runner.
Could be.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody except Ryan Scott. Suppose not.
You're dropping your toes. You got to keep them parallel to the track for maximum speed.
Sounds like you know what you're talking about.
Dad was in the Olympic team. Of course, he's a dinosaur now, but, he's good for tips. Hey, the regionals are coming up. Maybe we could train together? If you want.
Sure. Whatever.
Great.
So, he wants to train together. It's just running.
So what's happening about the sleepover?
At mine. Sorry about earlier. I'll make it up to you guys.
Some things put you in a better mood.
Get the shots you wanted?
They've got A+ written all over them.
Can't wait to see them. There's no point, you're wasting your time.
We have to do something. We can't just let them make us move.
They're our parents. Making us do stuff we don't want to is their job. We're not this desperate, are we?
Sadly, we are.
You're gonna have to clean all that up. The girls will be here for the sleepover in a while.
Well, that's one upside of moving, I suppose. No more of your pathetic pajama parties.
They're not pajama parties.
Sorry, I forgot. It's a secret club.
Relax. It's not like we're ever gonna bug you again. This is sure to be the last one.
So what's Kenny's problem?
She didn't say. That's it? You didn't, worm it out of her? If there's something going on, I'm sure she'll tell us tonight. So the sleepover is still on. She says she's gonna make it up to us.
What does that mean exactly?
I don't know, but I love a surprise. I wonder what it is.
Gran, what are you doing?
风水啊,
Why?
to ward off the bad luck and moves to Sydney.
Do you really think that's gonna help?
Wouldn't hurt.
Superstition's not going to help, Gran. Molly got us into this. She's the one who should be getting us out of it.
And how am I supposed to do that? Dad's made up his mind.
You girls better stop believing in each other. If nothing else, each other is all you may have one day.
And that would be fully tragic.
Some people would envy you. Not everybody is lucky enough to have sisters.
Why couldn't I have been one of the lucky sisterless ones?
United, you stand. Divided, you fall.
Tonight is going to be perfect. I've got the whole thing organized. I thought it'd be fun to do a retro thing, so I've got everything from my first sleepover here. Same movie, same food, same music. It's going to be a blast.
Are you okay? Didn't hit your head or anything?
What?
Can we just get on with the sleepover?
You just seem kind of up all of a sudden.
If this was going to be the last ever sleepover, I was determined to go out with a bang. Frankie, the horn, please.
She's completely freaked out. Completely. What's going on, Kenny? Tell me you don't have a terminal disease or something.
You think I've lost it?
You haven't. Have you?
Of course not. Ready, set, go.
Your lifeline goes on forever.
She's 12.
Cynic.
Nobody believes this stuff, do they?
My nan was into tarot cards. Drove Mum nuts.
My grandma had a lucky bra.
That's crazy, not psychic.
I have a guardian angel. I know it.
Right.
It's true. Look at this top. It was on sale and in my exact size. Found it at the back of the rack. You can't tell me that was an accident. These look great, Linz. Kenny actually looks like a pro athlete.
That's because I'm an amazingly good photographer.
I'm not seeing this. How could you?
What?
Oh.
I thought you were taking photos of me.
The light looks really nice. Don't you think?
Fliss, it's nothing. We had a conversation. It wasn't deep.
You had a conversation with Ryan Scott. A conversation? I hadn't even done that yet. He does have good hair. Got to give him that. I can't believe you would do this to me. That's the man I'm going to marry.
Mr. Right is sailing your way.
Ahoy! Land ahead. Natives seem kind of friendly.
We had a conversation. That's all.
He's capable of that? Well, have you ever heard him speak? That's not the point. You're supposed to be my friend.
I am.
Friends don't steal other friends' husbands.
It wasn't like that. Not that it matters anyway.
It so matters.
Think so? This time next week I'll be living in Sydney and Ryan Scott will be all yours.
What do you mean, living in Sydney?
My dad's got a new job there and they want him to start straight away.
But you can't leave.
What about the sleepover club?
The chance to travel and broaden your horizons. It really is coming true.
It's definite.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
Hey. I know what it's like, you know. Leaving all your friends behind. Going to a whole new place.
It's not like I've even got a choice. I mean, shouldn't we have had a vote or something?
Only happens on TV.
I know it's going to be good for Dad. It's so far away.
We'll come visit. It'll be like Sleepover Club on tour.
It won't be the same.
Nothing stays the same.
Why not?
Just doesn't. Part of growing up, I guess.
Not sure I want to grow up.
I know what you mean. At least you got to talk to Ryan Scott.
You're supposed to be cheering me up.
Shh.
Well, what am I gonna do? Kenny's been my best friend since forever. Gee, thanks. You know what I mean. I wouldn't have even started the Sleepover Club if it wasn't for her. Who's gonna make us play dumb sports now? We need to take responsibility. Get our priorities in order. We have to do something.
Like what? It's not like we can go get her dad sacked from his new job, can we?
No.
Then how else are we going to stop her from moving?
Maybe it's not about where they're moving to. Maybe it's about where they're moving from.
I don't get it.
The open inspection in their apartment is this weekend, yeah?
Yeah?
Come on, we haven't got a lot of time.
Where are we going? I'm not dressed for a plan.
Frankie's got a plan.
It'll work for sure.
Guys, I appreciate the thought, but the move's a done deal.
It's in the stars. Now is the time you'll triumph over adversity.
It'll work like all the other predictions.
Not you too. It's like a cult.
'Cause you've got so much to lose.
You really think it could work?
Totally.
The real estate agent. It's now or never.
Are you in?
Come on, let's go.
Didn't take you long to get into the spirit.
United we stand. Quick before Dad gets home. I just can't do it. Oh. What is this?
Sardines. Left out in the sun. Michael's idea.
He really is evil, isn't he?
First time it's been useful. I think I'm going to vomit.
It's extremely bright. And I think you'd agree that it's very tastefully decorated.
Excuse me. Do you smell something strange?
No. Absolute prime real estate. It has every amenity. It has a spa, a barbecue area, and as you can see, spectacular.
I hope they're not disturbing you. They're just our neighbors. They rehearse all the time. It got even better when Molly and Gran joined in.
She lives next door. We try to keep her out, but she insists on coming by to cook for us. She's kind of cute once you get used to her.
Has anyone seen it? It's the white one.
Oh, there you are, you little W.
Did you think you could get away from me? Well, that's one down. Too bad this heap's small. There seems to breed like rabbits in this place.
Please wait. It's not as bad as it seems.
The bet with Merlin was my favourite. The rat's got star quality.
They're stinking fish.
Oh, never thought I'd say this, but Michael's a genius.
It'll be our secret.
There's no way the Tam family are going anywhere now.
We couldn't have done this without you.
Not going soft, are you, Kenny?
Staying put.
Just staying put. That was Frankie's third resolution. But now I knew everything was going to be fine.
girls.
What do I know? Mum and Dad were furious when they found out what we'd done. It made them more determined to move than ever.
I hope you're satisfied. Your friend's stupid idea didn't work.
At least we tried. Do you think your plan was any better?
Gosh, no, we won't go. Gosh, no, we won't go. Gosh, no, we won't go. Gosh, no. Okay, so my plan needed some work.
Nothing stays the same. That's all those dumb horoscopes need to tell you. Things change whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter how fast or how hard you run from them. They still change.
You did good, Tam. Really good.
Sydney's that way, Kenny. You might as well keep running.
There were some things I wasn't going to miss. And some things I would really miss a lot. Here, it's yours.
Nope, no way.
That was a deal. Any of the predictions come true, it was yours.
I'm not taking your Man U scarf.
You have to.
I can't. If I do, it means you're definitely leaving.
Won't breaking the deal send your planets out of alignment or something?
I think they already are. So you believe in all that mumbo-jumbo now?
No. Yes. Maybe.
Sydney could be fun. Mum says I can come and visit anytime I like.
It won't be the same though, will it?
I thought we'd be friends forever.
We will be. Somehow.
I can't.
Yes, you can. So you don't forget.
No way am I going to forget. You're gonna miss your flight.
Walk me back?
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's hard to know what to believe in. Sometimes you just have to trust things are going to work out. That doesn't mean you forget where you came from, or the great friends who help you get where you're going to. I know I won't.
Hanging around is just no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over, together we can dream in time. And nothing's gonna stop us having fun. So come on and sleep over.
I'm not usually the superstitious type. But the same bad things come in threes. Now makes me break out into a sweat. Everything had been so perfect. Then bad thing number 1 came out of the blue. Kenny announced she was leaving Crescent Bay and moving to Sydney.
My dad's got a new job there, and they want him to start straight away.
But you can't leave.
It's definite? What about the sleepover club? I'm gonna miss you guys.
And just like that, she was gone. Felt like a part of us had disappeared. We weren't going to get it back. If that wasn't bad enough, bad thing number 2 was waiting just around the corner.
I don't need a babysitter. How old do you think I am?
I said housekeeper, not babysitter.
Same thing, practically.
It isn't. Look, what you don't realise is it's all the little things that you have to do to keep a house running. And with Will home for the holidays, there's even more to think about.
He's only here for 2 weeks. We can both help with the housework.
Hey, if you've eaten all the toast, Rosie, you're going to die.
Have you heard what Dad's going to do?
Hiring a housekeeper does have its merits.
See?
It also has its downside.
There is no downside.
Pass the butter. We could end up with a dragon.
See?
Come on, you two. It'll work out fine. Trust me on this. Anyway, I put an advertisement in the paper yesterday, so you better get used to the idea.
No way!
Cheer up. It's not the end of the world.
So, how's Sydney?
It's fine. Great, even.
What are you doing?
We're out sightseeing.
We're looking for Gran. She's gone walkabout.
Your Gran's what?
Nothing. It's just she's not very happy here.
None of us are.
Shut up! Gran goes wandering off and we keep having to find her.
She's trying to get home.
Right.
There she is.
It's okay, we found her. How's it going?
We're okay. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I better go.
Yeah. See you.
See ya.
Hi, girls.
The usual, please.
Coming right up.
Why is the SOC rulebook here? It's okay. I'm looking after it. Anyway, last night I had this dream about meeting Kenny in a dress shop, right?
What? Kenny in a dress shop?
I know. What's even weirder was she was trying on this really cute little sequin halter-neck dress. Seriously stylish. Not Kenny at all.
And the point of your dream?
Oh, yeah. Kenny goes, remember to write everything in the SOC rulebook. I think she meant all about her leaving and how we feel about it. The SOC rulebook contains all the sleepover rules and secrets. Now I think we should include how it feels when someone leaves. I'm sticking in photos, and we all have to write something for it.
Hi. I suppose you're missing Kenny.
We're okay.
With Kenny out of the way, getting into the Sleepover Club is going to be so much easier. They're officially in the market for a new member.
But we've tried this before and it didn't work.
Yeah, I know. But this time, I have the perfect plan.
Only 4 very, very smoothies today. I miss Kenny. She was a bright spark.
I just remembered I have to go home early.
See you at yours later? Sleepover?
That night, it felt like the unsinkable Sleepover Club was going down like the Titanic. Okay, so who's going first? Frankie?
Yes, you've got to beat my record, Frankie. You said you were going to.
I don't feel like it.
Fliss?
Oh, why don't we do something else?
Well, how about a ghost story? Anyone?
It's just, Kenny's stories used to be always the best.
Wonder what Kenny's doing right now.
Face it, guys. Kenny's the kind of person who makes friends easily.
I don't care if you used to play for Manchester United. He can't come in.
Or maybe we should think about getting a new member for the club.
Are you crazy? Kenny's hardly gone and you're already trying to replace her.
No one could replace her. It's not what Fliss meant.
Look, Kenny was the closest thing to a sister I ever had. I can't just not care about her going.
We all care.
You don't understand.
That's probably like the worst thing I could have said, right?
If things weren't tragic enough, disaster number 2 was rearing its ugly head.
I have 2 children,
Huh? Children?
but only Rosie's at home all the time.
Rosie who? There you go, sweetheart.
Oh, I used to do the North Run till I done me back. Fused, disc, the lot. I couldn't drive trucks no more. So I thinks to myself, how hard can housekeeping be?
Mrs. Scarewarden was housekeeper for the Transylvanian under-19 women's hockey team. How about that? Sorry, did I say Transylvanian? Don't know why I said that. How silly of me. Slovenian. I meant Slovenian.
Your children will love me.
Meanwhile, Frankie and Kenny were keeping in touch, but neither of them were saying how they really felt.
Is there anywhere to jog?
Yeah, park with huge fig trees full of fruit bats. You can see across the harbour while you run. Sounds great. Did you have a sleepover last night? Yeah. It was awful without you.
Yeah, at my place. Missed you. Fun night, though. I miss you guys. Was thinking, might set up new sleepover club here.
Her own club?
She wouldn't. We might as well face it. The sleepover club's never going to be the same again.
It can't fall over just because one person leaves. That's not logical. And I should know, non-logic's my best thing. The SOC book? Fliz, I told you not to bring it to school. I didn't want to let it out of my sight. Fine. Except you're letting it into other people's sight by leaving it here.
Hi guys, how are you?
No,
I'm just gonna go do a couple of laps of the oval. I've always really liked athletics, you know. What is she doing? Oh, perhaps we could catch up later. Maybe at the beach hut? Oh.
She is seriously weird.
Almost looks like Kenny. Well, if she thinks this is going to make us like her, she is so deluded.
Who cares if Sarah wants to join the sleepover club? And who cares about the SOC rulebook?
The SOC rulebook is about who we are.
Who we were. Sleepover club is over. Might as well admit it and move on. We've got to snap her out of it.
She's totally lost the plot.
As if that wasn't bad enough, Matthew and his mum are coming around after school on Thursday. Oh, you can't be serious. It's yuck. I know. My mum and his mum think it's so nice for us to socialise. I keep telling her he's like out of the primordial sludge, but she doesn't listen.
Maybe she wants you two to, you know, get together.
Oh. Don't go there. Don't forget to write about what the club means to you for the book. It's more important than ever. If Frankie doesn't care, then we'll have to make up for it by caring twice as much. Bye.
Bad news. He's hired one.
For real?
Ah, you're home. You told her.
I can't believe you would hire someone without letting us meet her first.
Relax. She's not old, she's not scary, and she doesn't have a moustache.
That still leaves lots of room for horrible variations.
Now, her name is Tatiana, and she used to be a waitress. Ah, there she is now. She's a fast worker, she's cheerful, and she's cheap. Basically, I found us an angel.
An angel with 2 left feet. Perfect.
Everything's great here. Yeah, there's so much to do. I run off my feet. Okay, so better go. See you, Frankie.
You can't even admit to your best friend that you're missing her. I always said you were crazy. Now I know it.
What the Sleepover Club means to me is friendship and a place to escape to. Somewhere to go where I can just be me.
Somewhere to be with friends. We make such a great team. Rosie always has 1,000 ideas just waiting to pop out.
We're such a great team. Frankie's bossy and lovely at the same time. Lynn's is so kind and creative. And Kenny, well, Kenny's just Kenny.
Losing Kenny has made everything go wrong. Why did it all have to change when everything was so perfect? I thought we'd be friends forever.
We will be. Somehow.
We can study for the maths test together if you like. Don't you have athletics training? Yeah, but afterwards. I'm only offering because now that Kenny's gone.
Give me a break.
What's going on?
Nothing, Mr. Middleton.
It's fascinating how noisy nothing can be. Anything the matter over there?
No, I just had something in my throat and had to cough it up.
I think it's his brain.
Right. Now that the comic interlude is over, I'd like you to get on with your work.
Give it time and they'll come begging.
At my house, Dad's little angel presented her first dinner.
Well, isn't this nice then?
Maybe I could cook tomorrow. Oh no, I love cooking.
You idiot! Come on, Bliss, just a joke.
My mum thinks you so like me. Have a look at them. I bet that's what they're whispering about.
Oh, it's so nice to see Matthew and Fliss playing so well together.
It's good to see Matthew behave like a gentleman.
She is so totally wrong. Give me this.
Did you take my computer, Mag?
Real?
Well, it's gone out of my room.
Well, my science assignment's missing. That's slightly more important.
It's Tatiana. She throws everything in the bin. It's her way of tidying. Haven't you noticed?
Dad, Tatiana's taken my homework.
Yeah, she throws everything in the bin.
Oh, no, she doesn't. She's doing a marvellous job. The kitchen's never looked cleaner.
Probably thrown away all the plates.
Or broken them.
She gets nervous, and that makes her a bit awkward. You should be trying to make her feel welcome. Seen like Thesaurus anywhere?
Yeah.
I'm getting a drink. Anyone want one?
Yeah, a glass of juice with lots of ice.
Fliss's best intentions have a habit of going catastrophically wrong. She thought keeping the sock rules near her at all times would be the best way of looking after her, while the enemy remained close.
Our code. No one must break this on pain of absolute destruction and expulsion forever from the club. Wicked. Secret knock.
Fliss is absolutely lost now that Kenny's moved away. And I think their little club's over. Are you two coming?
I am.
Maddie, don't forget your towel.
Remember what I said about bad things coming in threes? This was the beginning of unlucky number 3.
I'm such a failure.
Wasn't Matthew at your place yesterday?
Yeah, but I know he didn't have it when he left. I would have seen it.
Well, I still think he should be suspect number 1.
Hey, broken any rules yet? Or have you expelled the others from your club?
That's proof. It is. I messed everything up. What are we going to do?
Huh?
Hi, Socks. So, where's the sleepover this weekend?
Alana, do something!
I'm here.
I think I pulled a muscle.
Wow, Sarah, you sounded just like Kenny.
Forget it. I don't want to join your stupid little club anyway. This sporty thing is just killing me. And these clothes are so unflattering.
I know. That's what I've been trying to tell you all along.
Hooray, she's back to hating us again. That's the way it should be.
So now, all we had to do was find the SOC rulebook. Fliss thought maybe Matthew might have hidden it in her house.
Let's let everyone down. I was so sure I'd be able to look after it.
This is a sign. The sleepover club is over.
It is not. It's not over.
The book isn't the heart of the club. We are. The sleepover club is only over if we want it to be.
Well, I don't.
Me either.
I know it's been hard without Kenny. But we can't just lie down and die. We'll make tonight's sleepover special. A tribute to Kenny. Afterwards, we'll decide whether the club needs to end. But we've got to give this one last try. Okay, Frankie? We understand that you need help around the house, but we can both do stuff for you.
I don't know.
I'll make a roster.
I'll even put myself on kitchen duty first.
Phew.
What about school?
If we help each other out, it'll work, Dad.
Dad, face it. The whole venture's been disaster central.
Yeah. I found my thesaurus in the wheelie bin.
Okay, so a roster. Deal?
Deal.
Deal.
And you have to tell Tatiana she's got to go.
Yeah, well, just give me some time to think about the right way to put it.
Okay. The next part of our tribute to Kenny sleepover is the Kenny Greedy Guts Challenge. The aim of the game is to see how many sweets we can shove in our mouths as possible in a minute. Kenny's record was 32 jelly babies.
I never knew how Kenny managed it.
We'll never do as well as she did.
That's our secret knock.
Got to be the M&Ms.
Don't answer it, don't answer it. What are we going to do?
So they've got our secret knock. Who cares? It's not the only secret knock in the world. We're not going down without a fight, right?
I come in peace. Dad didn't like the job. Gran kept going walkabout. We all hated being away. Dad came home yesterday and said we're all coming back to Crescent Bay. Why didn't you tell us? I wanted it to be a surprise. You should have seen my grind. She was singing all the way home. And it looks like I'm just in time for the midnight feast.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you we were great this week. We really held it together. For all of us.
I don't know. I leave you guys for 5 minutes and look what happens.
The M&Ms didn't have it after all.
don't think we can save it though.
It's pulp. So, we'll make a new one. To a new beginning. To a new beginning.
Oh, and my dad never got around to firing Tatiana. He didn't need to.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
Couldn't help it.
What happened?
I went to put my foot on the brake and it slipped on the accelerator by mistake. You and your family have jinxed me. I refuse to spend another minute in your company.
Well, I now know it really is possible to change your luck. So forget superstition. I didn't really believe in it anyway. Oh, no. 7 years bad luck.
Hanging around is just no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over, together we can dream in time. And nothing's gonna stop us having fun. So come on and sleep over.
I couldn't be a goth like Kenny's sister Molly. They hate going outdoors. Not that Molly's a complete goth. She only wears those clothes because she assumes other people will think she's cool and she'll become instantly popular. As if that's gonna happen. She so doesn't understand popularity. It's not just about the clothes you wear. Anyway, Molly caused major problems for the SOCs this week. Started like any other day.
What's this? Your rat is wrecking my life!
You have a life?
Look!
Sure, if I had a magnifying glass.
What was he doing on my side of the room?
We had a rat obstacle course at the sleepover last night. I guess you just figured your top was an obstacle.
You and your creepover friends. I should have known.
Kenny had wondered how Molly would take it.
I'm so sorry for leaving my silly top around where poor Merlin might chew it. Is he all right? He hasn't got indigestion or anything.
This was my new top. This is what's cool.
Kind of wasted on you, isn't it?
Running shoes and soccer shirts may be fine for you and your dweeby pals, but I'm looking to attract a better class of friends.
As opposed to your current non-existent ones?
You are so dead. Hey!
Yep, for Molly, popularity was all about having the right top. But real popularity, election-winning popularity, that's something else.
Student council representative is a position of enormous responsibility. It's an opportunity to shape school policy. Do I hear any nominations?
Sarah. I nominate Sarah.
I guess democracy is a great thing, but when there's really only one person for the job...
We nominate Frankie.
I'm proud to accept.
I nominate myself.
That's very commendable, Matthew. Class, it appears we have 3 candidates. Do we have a 4th?
Tell her you're joking. School council's like dork headquarters. Scars you for life.
Think of the big picture, boys. 4 days of election campaign means 4 days of making the leftovers' lives miserable.
He's a genius.
He's a phony.
I'm a certainty.
Kenny's my pick for campaign manager.
I'll handle press.
I'll cover photo opportunities.
I want to be spin surgeon.
I think you mean you want to be a spin doctor.
I want to take everything Frankie says and make it sound better. Message makeover, I'll call it.
What exactly does Frankie Thomas stand for?
Right then, we got our first glimpse of the potential monster we were creating.
I'm glad you asked that question, Kenny.
Sleepover girls,
The time has come to set an example. For way too long, students have suffered heaps too much homework.
Heaps is right.
We SOCs demand homework of 1 hour every night. It's time to free the people.
That's our policy? 1 hour of homework?
Every night.
The M&Ms are promising great fast food for the school tuck shop.
Really?
We're promising 1 hour of homework.
Every night.
Forget the tuck shop. If Matthew thinks all people care about is food, he so doesn't get it.
It was devastating. Our wannabe student council rep was obsessed with homework. Obviously, this was going to be a tough campaign. To get the lowdown on Sarah's campaign, Kenny decided on spying. She said it was a perfect job for me, as I'm the only sock who speaks fluent hair accessories.
What did you just do to your hair?
Just a thing I do. Actually, I invented it myself.
Show me.
Show us.
Show me now.
All right, but only once. Then you'll have to tell me your election policy.
Okay, just do it.
So easy. Now what's the policy?
Good luck. What's Frankie's?
Improving your mind.
That sounds good.
I was happy with the spin I put on that. But back at the campaign headquarters, we knew we were going to have to spin a lot harder than that to make 1 hour of compulsory homework sound like anything but 1 hour of compulsory homework. Kenny was getting cold shivers down her spine. But that wasn't politics. That was Molly. What we didn't know was that Molly had been busy being Molly.
Stop it! Come here. You think you and Kenny and her sleepover friends can ruin my life? Well, we'll just see about... I'm holding a wrap with my bare hand.
I've got good news and bad news.
We need good news.
Good news is, Sarah's policy is, you too can be Sarah.
Huh? Why would anyone want to be Sarah?
Apparently, everybody wants what she has.
And what does she have?
Money, clothes, great hair, according to her.
So? She can't seriously think that people are going to vote for her because of that.
Bad news is, even being Sarah is a better policy than 1 hour of compulsory homework.
Stop, press girls. I just had the most amazing idea. It will revolutionize school forever. 1 hour of compulsory homework is only the beginning. SOCs, the new idea is frequent homework points. We're here today to outline policies. My policy sounds complicated, but it's really easy. You get points for the amount of homework you do. All you have to remember is, the more homework you do, the less you have to do.
No way! Get off the way! Get real, Frankie.
I think we'll get out of here alive.
No. And what's really cool is you can do more than 1 hour of homework a night. And at the end of the month, you get a homework-free day. That's a whole day off for only an extra 4 hours homework. I can't hear you. Do you want hamburgers? Yeah, Matthew. Do you want to make money by going to school?
Now they smell a phony. Let's see him worm his way out of this one.
I plan to make the tuck shop a franchise of the local burger mart. As shareholders, we all make money, we all get burgers, we all can't lose!
I don't believe in making promises that I can't keep. So, I promise you this. If elected, I will continue to be me. That's right, me. A person whose family has a pool for pool parties, which, if elected, you're all invited to. A person whose family has money to buy neat stuff for her friends and supporters. A person whose family has a big screen projection TV.
This is bribery.
So remember, a vote for Sarah is a vote for me and all the great stuff I have to share.
care about? Hamburgers and cheap bribes?
I resent that. Do you have any idea how much a big screen television costs?
My campaign for only 1 hour of homework a night will give you back your evenings.
Time to do what I should have done a long time ago. Come clean with Frankie that her policy stinks.
You only do 20 minutes of homework? But why?
Because it's boring!
How could I be so out of touch? So much for taking over the student council. All washed up.
Are you crazy? Student council's perfect for people who find boring things interesting. What Fliss is trying to say is that you can't give up now.
Rosie's right. It's your destiny to save us from hamburgers and airheads. All you need is a new policy.
Like what?
We all agree that the problem with homework is that it's boring.
Same as everything to do with school.
So, what could we do to make it more interesting?
Uh-oh. We can't really change what they teach in lessons.
But maybe we can change where they teach it. Maybe we can move lessons outside.
Onto the beach.
Once a week, Friday afternoons, lessons on the beach. I'm a genius.
You?
They'll love it.
They say every idea has its time. In that moment, the Sox knew we'd cracked the big time. We spun up a storm. Nothing could stop us.
That's it. Lessons actually on the beach.
Or nothing could stop Frankie.
So you're saying the whole class is going to be down on the beach?
That's right.
So I'll be able to watch the blokes in the surf riding their surfboards?
Or you can concentrate harder on the lesson because you're in an interesting environment.
But I'll be able to watch the blokes on their surfboards.
If you want to, but you probably won't. It's like when your mum tells you to clean your room. What do?
Hide?
Exactly. But if she made it interesting, you'd probably want to do it. And you'd do an even better job.
I'll be able to watch the blokes on their surfboards.
Definitely.
Where do I sign?
Frankie Thomas, lessons with the sand between your toes. Frankie Thomas, the lessons with the sand between your toes.
Imagine great tasting burgers like these every day at the tuck shop.
Where'd you get the money for the free burgers? Bergamot gave them to us.
Any we don't give away, Bergamot will use in the tuck shop. Once we've won the election.
A vote for me is a vote for burgers.
That's right. Frankie Thomas is demanding lessons down by the surf. No more Friday afternoons in a stuffy classroom.
All right. Let's go. Hey, no, come on.
It was working. Frankie was starting to look unbeatable. But you know what they say, a lunchtime's a long time in politics.
Burgers with side orders?
No thanks.
I'm really full.
I ate too much.
Lessons on the beach is killing us.
Those creepovers are better spin doctors than I thought.
Maybe we need a better policy than burgers. What about ice cream?
I don't think Bergamot will like that since they gave us all these free samples.
What we need is to get Frankenstein and her monsters out of this election, full stop. How?
I don't know. I do. Meet me in front of the school first thing tomorrow. I'll have something you can use to our mutual advantage.
Merlin, come here, boy. Merlin, come here. Come to Kenny. Merlin, Merlin, where are you? Come here, boy. Merlin, Merlin. Merlin, come here, boy. Come to Kenny.
That bad, huh?
What's going on? Read this.
Quit campaign or Rat gets it. If you squeal, Rat gets it.
Rats got 24 hours. Congratulations, guys. This means we've got the M&Ms running scared.
Frankie!
What?
Are you crazy? Merlin's been kidnapped and you've ripped up the evidence.
Merlin has not been kidnapped.
Then how come I couldn't find him this morning?
Could be anything. Maybe he's holidaying in the pantry.
Yuck!
Sorry, Kenny. This is nothing but a sick hoax. You can expect it when the opposition know they've lost it. Where are you going?
To find my rat. What else?
What we've got to do is keep a cool head. SOCs don't cave into threats. SOCs don't fall to pieces. SOCs don't run away.
We knew who the real rats were in this, and we were pretty sure they had Merlin here at the school, where they could keep an eye on him. You've got him somewhere here, haven't you? Where? If anything happens to my Merlin.
Who's Merlin?
Election update. Unlike you, I am a serious contender. I have principles, and I will not be blackmailed by kidnappers of cute little pets.
Frankie, no!
Relax, Kenny. I've got this under control. What are you wusses going to do? Tie Merlin to railway tracks? Throw him out of a plane? Feed him to crocodiles? How exactly is the rat going to get it?
Frankie, stop it!
Trust me, SOCs. These dweebs are not rat killers. Am I right?
Don't know what you're talking about.
They're lying. Excuse me.
Frankie was playing a dangerous game. Merlin's life hung in the balance. Or even worse.
Hey, buddy, play your cards right, and you could be the fourth M&M. Stick with me and I'm your man. Quick! Hurt him!
Merlin! Merlin! Come here, Merlin! 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 Squeak! Squeak, squeak!
I'm sure they've got him.
Merlin!
All right, voting time, boys. Let's go. Frankie hasn't pulled out yet. Don't worry, she will.
What do we do about him?
He's a cute little guy.
Please move straight to your seats. We'll be having final statements from the candidates, then the voting.
Have it. I'll buy another one. Remember, vote one, Sarah.
No sign of Merlin. You have to pull out. Haven't you seen Kenny?
It's not over till it's over.
She didn't go to soccer practice. I know.
Lynn's lessons on the beach is everyone's right. I can't let it be hijacked by hamburgers and Sarah.
And what about Kenny's right to love a living, breathing rat? You know what I mean.
Look who's behind this. You know they're all bluff.
How can you be so sure?
I just am.
Like you were sure we did 2 hours homework. Winning an election would be great. And I know it's really important to you. But is it more important than Kenny? Merlin's got half an hour tops. You can't wait any longer.
You hand over Merlin right now, and I promise I'll announce I'm pulling out of the election.
Pleasure doing business with you.
This wasn't business. This was blackmail.
Correction. Politics. And if you're going to be in politics, you have to expect
rats
to make deals.
Well, Frankie's done her part.
Yes, she has. He was in there, I swear. He must have escaped.
What, he picked the lock?
They are very cunning.
And you're gonna be very dead if anything happens to him.
If he did escape, he would be all right, wouldn't he?
Of course he wouldn't.
He's a pet. He doesn't know how to fend for himself.
What if, say, someone hadn't locked the door? He wouldn't be able to open it, would he?
a rat.
He was such a cute little guy.
Don't say was.
That's right. He's still out there somewhere. We have to find him.
So do we.
You're going to help.
Of course. We find him first, Frankie still has to do the deal and pull out.
Frankie had to race back to get ready for her speech. We decided to make one last desperate attempt to find Merlin before the Year 7 assembly began.
Merlin! Merlin!
Merlin! Merlin!
Merlin! Merlin!
You already know what I'm standing for, so I won't waste your time. But in case you haven't heard, there's a victory pool party in my house, Saturday. Free everything. Of course, for me to have a victory party, I have to have a victory.
Maybe he decided to find his way home. Is there such a thing as a homing rat? Who knows what a wonder rat can do?
Yeah. Who knows?
In conclusion, let me say I'm not just about hamburgers. If elected, I promise you can choose your own detention. Are you serious? Only joking. I promise to ban detention.
It was a good fight, but it's over. That was my associates. They just texted. They've got the rat.
Looks like you're gonna miss such a great victory party on Saturday.
At least he's okay. Yes, he is for the moment. Now all you have to do is...
I'm gonna ask Matthew to supply the burgers, seeing that he's gonna be stuck with so many.
Food, that's it! Come on, let's go!
Some people just can't deal with defeat.
Lessons on the beach will change our lives. Imagine school on Friday afternoons, but instead of traipsing back into a classroom, you're walking down to the beach. The Friday afternoons are in your hands. It's something worth fighting for. And trust me, I would if I was elected. But that's not going to happen. I'd like to announce I'm withdrawing my nomination.
Huh?
I'm withdrawing my nomination unless I'm sure lessons on the beach are what you really want.
In case you're wondering how Kenny saved the election, she suddenly remembered Merlin's fondness for burger buns. Apparently, rat chew buns have very little appeal for Burger Mart.
They're only a little bit chewed.
So the boys have to pay for ruining them. The election went ahead, and guess what? When people realised Frankie was willing to choose her friend and her rat over being on the school council, results were never in doubt. That's what real popularity is about, being a good friend. That and having a great policy like lessons on the beach, which everybody loves. Well, almost everybody.
Hanging around is just no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over. Together we can dream in time, and nothing
Anyone who has a weak stomach, stick your fingers in your ears because this is going to get ugly. I'm only telling you this because I trust you. We were conned, we were ambushed, but first we were invaded. It's not every day you risk getting chickenpox for your mates, but it was all because of netball.
Frankie!
So there was going to be this netball tournament. The Crescent Bay Corellas, that's us, and this team from Mangalore up in the mountains. This would have been no problem, except...
It's not chickenpox.
Are you sure?
How do we deal with chickenpox, Doctor?
Give me a pen. I'll connect the dots. Girls?
I'm afraid that Mr. Bilton has succumbed to the chickenpox epidemic.
Mr. Biceps is our coach, and he knows his onions. This was bad news.
Kim and Fiona are down with it as well.
Two vital members of our team out of action. Very bad news.
So I'll be filling in as coach.
Disaster! How much worse could things get?
I don't feel comfortable sharing my room with a total stranger. It's just for a few days, Fliss, and they can't stay with the kids who have chickenpox.
Look on the bright side.
Makes me sick. Did you see the way Charlotte Harmond was sucking up to me at lunchtime? She knows Mother's throwing my birthday party at Cyberworld, and it's going to cost a fortune. Like I'm going to invite her. Ugh, I don't think so.
Sarah Tiara and Alana Banana. Sarah would give her eye teeth to be in the sleepover club. In fact, she'd give Alana's as well. We said no. Not just because she's lazy and selfish and a snob and basically evil, but because...
Well, if it isn't the leftover club, this place is definitely going downhill.
It was because she's a real pain.
Look on the bright side. Having these mountain girls staying with us could be amazing. We could end up with a bunch of new friends.
Frankie had a point. We were beginning to get excited. What we thought we were going to get was...
I can't believe we're both Geminis!
It's fantastic, isn't it? What should we do first? After we drop? Where did your family come from?
Luton in England.
Then you, Rob!
What will it be, ladies?
Chocolate shake, please. No more!
But what we got was...
Dagmont. Nichols.
These mountain chicks weren't just our opponents. They were our guests. We had to share space. That's when it started to get weird.
Something funny in this?
It's this room.
I fixed it up myself.
Really? I thought it was some kind of a joke.
It wasn't just Frankie. We were all getting the treatment. Emily ignored the lens and hung out with the brothers.
You've got to be joking.
Rowan made Fliss feel like a fashion victim.
Excuse the mess, Lauren. Bit of redecorating going on. New place, you know.
No problem.
Oh, and here's that article we were talking about. I wrote this one on a very tight deadline.
Your articles are just fabulous, Mr. Cartwright. I could just read them all day.
Lauren made Rosie feel like a stranger in her own family. Even Miss Nichols was copying it.
Nichols.
Dagmont.
Hope I didn't wake you this morning.
Not really. I thought I heard some clunking.
Brought my own weights, I like to work out.
Oh. By the way, thank you for the health drink this morning.
The Dagmont smoothie has that little something extra.
What would that be?
Ground beef.
And then it was my turn.
Kenny, I'm very disappointed in you.
Miss?
Go over to the gym and clean up the mess you made.
What mess?
Don't deny it. There was an eyewitness. Just clean it up.
couldn't prove it, but my creepy roommate had set me up.
Do I snore?
If you did, we'd have chucked you in the canal by now.
Liz says I snore.
If BJ said Kenny snored, we'd totally back her up on that.
Watch it.
But that's what they do. They say something evil and then pretend it was a joke.
Or they insult you and say it was a misunderstanding.
But why? What did we do to them?
Maybe they're just shy.
As if. I need a sleepover. I need it bad.
Then start concentrating on the netball. With great teamwork, we make the final. We win the final. And then we celebrate with a mega sleepover at my place on Friday.
Teamwork? We don't even have a team.
Kenny takes this competition stuff pretty seriously, doesn't she?
Yeah, she always has done. It took a while for me to get used to it when I first arrived.
How long have you lived in Crescent Bay?
We came out from England about 6 years ago.
So I guess you know what it feels like to be the new girl then.
Totally. Frankie, Kenny and Fliss were a really tight-knit group when I arrived. But when they found out what a wonderful person I was, they had to make room for me. Just like we did for you too.
Do you miss England sometimes?
No, not really. I have great friends here, and my family's here. I miss my gran, but she promised to come and visit me this year.
I guess it's not all that different from England when you look at it like that.
You're forgetting one enormous difference. The weather.
Just when we were getting over the shock of losing our best players, we found out about the replacements. The nightmare was about to get even worse.
Kendra Tam, have we got a surprise for you? Do you remember this voice?
Well, if it isn't the Leftover Club.
Oh no. Yes, it's your new teammates, Sarah and Alana!
To make up numbers, we had to have our arch enemies as part of the team. And what was even worse? They were totally useless.
Take 5, everyone.
Remind me why we volunteered for this.
Being in the netball team is one step away from being in the Sleepover Club.
We think the Sleepover Club is pathetic, don't we?
Of course it's pathetic, but it won't be if I'm in it.
Breathing exercises, everyone.
Oh, look. Sarah can't catch, she can't pass, she can't shoot, but she can still breathe.
And changed. Jump higher, Rowan. Another 20 sit-ups, Emily. Lauren, get your chest to the ground. No slacking off, team. What are we here to do?
These girls were superhuman. We were going to get minced.
Ready? Set, go.
Gosh, look at that. You're so strong. I'm so hopeless. It must be all that horsepower. Or maybe you're just a loser.
What's up with you?
I'm still in shock. Seriously, we'd experienced last night. Too horrible. I don't want to talk about it.
We just found out the Marauders are all black belts in Taekwondo.
Great. Thanks for that.
Well, excuse us for passing on information that could be useful to our game strategy.
Oh yeah, and the Corellas B team? They just got smashed by the Marauders, 108-2.
The news just kept on getting worse. We were going to play the Marauders the next day, and it was going to be a massacre. The big day dawned, and we were all pretty freaked out. The mind games just went on.
Bad dream.
And on.
Lucky sock! It's got to be here.
Where is it? And on. As you know, Fliss has this big thing about Ryan Scott. Don't ask me why. So when she saw Rowan chatting him up,
They're my socks. Give them to me.
Oh, sorry.
come on, you guys, start warming up.
This is a big one. We're not beaten yet.
Let's face it, we're so deep in gloom we'll be lucky if we ever see daylight again.
Where's Mr. Bilton when we need him?
Is that a fashion statement?
One of my menu socks is missing.
Oh. I can't believe this. My tape won't stick. I'll have to cut my nails.
I think my feet are swollen or something.
If they've swollen, guess what shrunk? We need help.
Where are you going? The final starts in half an hour.
Talk about rats leaving sinking ships.
The team was a mess, and Miss Nichols was still trying to figure out the rules. It was time for the pupil to consult the master.
Bedbug, my favorite pupil. What do you seek?
The wisdom that will bring victory, master.
In the strength of the mountain lies its own downfall.
Huh?
The tall tree is lord of the winds, but the dung beetle rules the earth.
Excuse me? Chickenpox or no chickenpox, Mr. Biceps was our only hope.
Who is it? I should warn you I'm contagious.
It's me, Mr. Bilton. It's an emergency.
Kenny, what do you want?
We're playing the Marauders today.
Oh, good for you.
We need help. The Marauders are bigger and stronger than us.
Oh, I'm not feeling very well.
We need tactics. Please, Mr. Bilton. Please.
She just took off. She didn't tell anyone where she was going.
But the game is meant to start in 2 minutes. This is not meant to happen.
She'll come back. She's got a plan.
She better have.
If they have the height advantage, you have to stay low, play low. You got that?
I think so.
When does the match start?
Now.
Position.
We're going to have to start the game without Kenny.
We can't play the game without our star player. And we don't have a substitute.
We're just going to have to make do.
Unbelievable.
Timing's never been one of my strong points.
Wait! Ain't no princess! Wait! Show no mercy! Be afraid! Very afraid! Megalo! Megalo! Megalo!
You're going down. Not bad. Do you do quests?
It's Kenny! Sorry, I'm late. Listen up, new tactics. And then in the last quarter, you got all that?
Kenny, isn't that your missing sock? Rosie, you're walking like a lame duck.
I can't help it. My shoes are too tight.
Get them off. My sock fleeces tape those stupid bibs.
Look at this.
Sabotage. They've been messing with our minds ever since they arrived.
Now, it's personal.
Now?
Not yet.
Come on, Gerard! Me! Frankie! Marketplace! Come on, get it!
It's time. Remember, stay low, play low.
Stay low, play low.
Rosie!
Frankie, get the ball! Pass it in, Frankie! Heavy catch! Alana! Yes! 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 Go, Lynn! Me! Away! Frankie!
Come on!
Pretty sneaky tactics in the last quarter, Nichols. Didn't think you had it in you.
Face it, Dagmont, you've been hammered. You can pack up your dumbbells, shape up, and shape out!
See, we're invited to the celebration.
We're in the team.
My pass won them the game.
It came off my head.
They'll have to be nice to me now, if they don't want to look like creeps.
We might not have won without them.
Being nice to Sarah is a big price to pay.
Fair's fair. Gotta do the right thing. This belongs to you. If you expect her to say thank you after all the dirty tricks you guys pulled.
It was just tactics. You won anyway. No hard feelings?
Isn't that your bus?
Hey! Wait for me!
She did have to spend a whole night talking hair with Molly. She suffered enough.
Hey!
Now I bet you're worried that after that win, we had to be nice to Sarah and Alana forevermore. We were worried too. Until...
They'll have to let me join their little sleepover club now. Give me 6 months, and I'll take over. I'll run the sleepover club my way.
Oh, I can't wait.
Who said anything about you?
I'm in too, aren't I?
Alana, no one's going to invite you to join the sleepover club.
what you said.
What sort of club would it be if we let anyone in? You better go find someone else to hang out with.
These are for you, Sarah. You earned it. You came through for the team. Enjoy.
Where are you going?
You dumped your friend.
We don't do that.
We don't spend time with people who do that. So, we're going somewhere else.
On your own again.
And you can all be
I'm trying to tell you, the M&Ms are up to
Saturday.
Anyway,
Beautiful.
and I could be and they're really so cool. And we'll call it like a sock times or something.
Anyway, they do have that.
Penalty for raving while other people are trying to rave. Sin bin, 10 seconds, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We don't put up with rubbish. We sound like it. Be cool. Be amazingly cool. Sleepover, sleepover, sleepover. Yeah. You're going down.
It was a near thing. We were that close to burying the hatchet with Sarah and Alana. And we've learnt that we didn't have to be scared of any mountain chicks. With the right attitude, we could beat any team that netball threw our way, with or without chicken pox. The dung beetle of the mountain is more than a match for the Lord of the Winds.